This week's story, which concerns the U.S.'s extraordinary rendition program, may give viewers a sense of deja vu. It certainly fits with what we already know about Abu Ghraib and Guantanamo Bay. It seems a guiding principle of the program is, if you can't bring a suspected terrorist to prison, bring the prison to him. Welcome to Collateral.
Mr. Morrison, do your duty. 4 dozen, I believe.
4 dozen it is.
The UK-based human rights organization Reprieve has conducted research that indicates that as many as 17 U.S. ships have been used as floating prisons in the U.S. Extraordinary Rendition Program. So far, Reprieve has named the USS Bataan, USS Peleliu, and the USS Ashland as ships where it believes prisoners were held. The activities of the USS Ashland off the coast of Somalia in 2007 will be a special focus of a report Reprieve publishes at the end of this year. Reprieve has collected testimony from many of the detainees caught up in the program, some of whom paint a bleak picture of the conditions on the floating prisons. One claimed that, quote, "One of my fellow prisoners in Guantanamo was at sea on an American ship with about 50 others before coming to Guantanamo. He was in the cage next to me. He told me they were all closed off in the bottom of the ship. The prisoner commented to me that it was something like you see on TV. The people held on the ship were beaten even more severely than in Guantanamo," end quote. The sheer scale of the U.S.'s detention system is staggering. As Reprieve's director Clyde Stafford Smith notes, quote, "By its own admission, the U.S. government is currently detaining at least 26,000 people without trial in secret prisons, and information suggests up to 80,000 have been through the system since 2001. Only a tiny fraction of them will ever be charged with a crime, and every one of them is being denied legal protections that are there in the first place to make sure due process occurs." 80,000 people, that's an extraordinary human toll, and it could just be the beginning. Guantanamo Bay may not survive the legal challenges to its existence, but the huge military and homeland security bureaucracies that have been established to process these 80,000 will. You see, the detention bureaucracy will remain busy. It'll remain busy evaluating the successes and failures of its illegal interrogation practices, for instance. It will remain busy evaluating the successes and failures of its illegal kidnapping program. It will strive to better conceal the locations of the people it kidnaps and how better to lie about its own size. In short, the detention bureaucracy is honing itself for future efforts. It will wait until the next large-scale opportunity to quickly lock people up rears its head. Hope to see you next week.